ग्लोबल स्किल डेवलपमेंट मिशन में आपका स्वागत है।
पॉलिटिशियंस शुड बी एजुकेटेड। क्या राजनीतिज्ञों को एजुकेटेड होना यानी शिक्षित होना जरूरी है या नहीं? इसका मैं पहला पॉइंट फेवर में बोलूंगा, फिर डिसफेवरिंग का भी पहला पॉइंट बोलूंगा और फिर कंक्लूजन का भी पहला पॉइंट बोलूंगा। बाकी आप ध्यान से देखिए। पॉइंट्स इन फेवर। The main task of politicians is to help in the development of nation. The elected leaders and candidates become MLA, MP and ministers. If they are not educated, how will they think about the development of country? They can easily be the victim of fraud which is harmful for them as well as the country. The power of decision making and situation handling comes by study only. It is neither possible nor justified to take right decision without education. So education for politicians is must. Third point, education is must for politicians, but it doesn't mean that they should have master degree, but they should have some basic knowledge so they take right decision for our country and people. Moreover, they may mark signature after carefully reading the document. Fourth point, all politicians must be educated and all ministers must have a master's degree in their relevant field. MHRD minister should be having an education or management degree. Finance minister must have specialization in finance. Petroleum minister must have petrochemical degree and so on. If they are subject expert, they will be able to look after their ministry with flying colors and the progress speed of country will be in multiples. Fifth point, education doesn't only mean to get academic knowledge or degree, but also to differentiate in right and wrong. Great philosopher has told that without education, human being is like an animal. So we shouldn't want that our politicians should be uneducated. Points against. Number one, it is not necessary that politicians should be educated because if we see history, we are surprised to see all great men have been uneducated. So it is not compulsory for politicians to be educated. Point second, politics is not a profession. It is a surely a social work. So for doing social work, one need not to be educated. So there must not be any compulsion of being educated. Leadership quality is not abide by study. One educated person cannot be a good leader, but one uneducated person can be a successful politician. Go through the world history or Indian history. We find that all successful leaders were not educated. Only education can't be the touchstone of a good politician. Nowadays, the educated politicians lead to sign corruption. Education doesn't make the man perfect, but also their faults. So, educated politicians can easily make mistakes and escape as well. So, if politicians are uneducated, it is better for our country. Number fifth, there is no relationship between interpersonal skills and qualification. The most important thing is the knowledge of laws of country, current affairs and general knowledge, not education. Conclusion. In a nutshell, we can say that leadership quality is plus point for any person. In the same manner, education is also the plus point for politicians. If politicians are educated, then the country may progress swiftly. The next point of GD, the next topic of GD, Women Reservation Quota Bill should be passed. क्या Women Reservation Quota Bill जो है पास कर देना चाहिए या नहीं? इसके भी हम फेवर और डिसफेवर के पॉइंट डिस्कस करेंगे और लास्ट में कंक्लूजन को डिस्कस करेंगे. नंबर वन, पॉइंट्स इन फेवर. In our society, women empowerment is very necessary because it is considered in our country that men and women are equal. But even some of the villages are there where girls are not allowed to go to school or college. Where is the principle of equality? So it shows that there is need of women empowerment. Point number two, it is considered that men and women are equal, but it is only to say. In reality, the story is other way around. In middle class families and in villages, more importance is given to educate the boys, not girls. Number third, women quota bill should be there for women empowerment. Majority of the people have the opinion that females are given equal chance, but ground level reality is that a large portion of women population is still not educated. Number four, a large number of population is living below poverty line or below middle class. Their thinking is that daughter is the burden on them. So they are more interested to teach their son, not daughters. If daughters are not educated, who is going to offer them job? Number 5. If women quota bill is passed, then a particular percentage of female contribution will be ensured. It will develop and raise the position of women in society. One female educates 2 houses, one premarital and second postmarital. Women will be able to lead a life with confidence if this bill is passed. Points against. Number 1. There is no need to pass women quota bill because as per our Indian Constitution, every citizen has got the right to equality. Equality means no discrimination will be there. So, to escape from discrimination, no women quota bill should be passed. Point number 2. Women quota bill is merely the imagination, not reality. It is not only but the publicity stunt of political parties. No political party is going to pass this bill. They are just distributing the toffees and public is living in fool's paradise. Point number 3. A female has to go another house after marriage, but a male not. Male has to bring one female to his house after marriage as a wife. He has to feed her, look after her, fulfill her all necessities and stand by with her in her every thick and thin. In a nutshell, he has to bear her every responsibility. So why quota bill for women? Point number 4. Women are competing the men in every field. See the results of boards, universities and corporations, etc. Everywhere women are there. They are in army, navy and now in air force also. Women are growing in each and every field. Number 5. Every citizen is equal in India without considering age, sex, race and religion, etc. None has right to give such quota to anyone. One who has the talent and brilliance will himself or herself will get a job, whether he or she. No quota should be fixed for anyone. Conclusion. One female has to suffer a lot sometime before marriage and sometime after marriage. She is dependent on her husband emotionally as well as financially. If she is in any problem, whom she should take help? Women quota bill may be passed, but keeping in view the situation of that woman, likewise if she is widow, divorced and disabled, etc. But not for every woman.